Good morning. What a day here, goodness me. So it started off this morning with hail, not the big stuff, just normal hail, you know, like a slushy type of thing, whatever they call it. Yeah, and there was like all this hail, rain, wind, everything came down at once, and we were kind of sat there, and I remember when I was a kid having to go to school in that, right? Because all we had was one car, and my dad always had the car, so we had to walk to school in hail, rain, and stuff like that. Now, I used to have to wear shorts up until like, I don't know, 11 or something. So my legs were purple, you know, because they've been battered by the rain and the hail and the wind, and it was cold, and my legs would end up bloody purple, so cold. I had long socks, you know, they'd be soaking wet, my shoes would be soaking wet. And the other thing is that my mum used to knit stuff like school jumpers and things, and of course when it's wool and it gets wet, I'd be going to school smelling like a sheepdog, you know, because it stank, and it stank all bloody day, because once you got it wet, and that was it, you were wet for the day. And it was the most horrible feeling, you know, when I think back. Oh God. Now I wonder what happens today. Are there any kids who still walk to school in this rain, etc., right, and end up like I used to, the cold, wet? It was awful. And then, just on the subject of knitting, my mum used to knit us like balaclavas and stuff. So you'd have like a balaclava, right? So you had all the wool going in your mouth. It was horrible. All this wool would go in your mouth, about all the way there. But you looked like a little terrorist. Do you know what I mean? Because in those days we had the IRA going on and all that kind of stuff. And it looked like you were going to you looked like a little terrorist with these balaclavas on in black. So they were awful. And a balaclava, which got obviously soaked under your hood of your anorak or whatever it was, that stank. You got wool in your mouth, your jumper underneath, that got wet as well, because your coat, I mean, although it was showerproof, it would never resist everything. So you'd end up literally soaked through, freezing cold, everything was wet, and you'd have to do a day at school. Awful, bloody awful. So I wouldn't blame parents if they organised an Uber or something to take their kids to school now, but that's what we did. It sounds a bit like that old Hovis advert, doesn't it? You know, back in the day, but that's what it was. That's exactly what we did. So anyway, bloody awful today. Chucking it down with rain now. I'm driving to meet my friend, have some breakfast and a bit of a chat, and then I'm going to go shopping after that. I'm going to do big shop, you know, big shop, that once a week thing. Normally do it on a Monday. Go and do big shop, but I never understood why in the UK the old age pensioners, I think, would still go and do their big shop on a Saturday when all the families had to go and do their shopping. I'm going back a bit, obviously, but everyone went on a bloody Saturday, even the pensioners. You think, why are you going today? You know, talking about pensioners and state pensions, because I've got mine coming up. That was another thing. They always used to go to the post office on pension day and form this huge queue to get their pension out. And even when they changed the system and said everyone's going to have a bank card now and you can go and get your money anywhere you like, they'd still go to the post office on a Thursday morning. They'd still stand in the queue, and they get to the counter and go, I want all of it. and they use their card and take it all out. But I realised that maybe it wasn't about the money, it was about the social event, you know, going up, meeting people of equal age or similar age, and just chewing the cud while they're in the queue for 10 minutes. So yeah, I remember that. Weird, really. But now that I've been back to the UK recently, I can see it's definitely all changed there now. Well, I couldn't even find a post office. I think they were stuck in the back of WH Smith, and then Smiths have gone to the wall, so God knows where they are now. But anyway, that was then, this is now, I guess. So I'll catch you later. This weather's awful, but I'll turn you around, you can have a look at it, and then I'll catch up with you in a bit. Alright. Bye for now. There you go, look, if you didn't believe me, shit in it, look at it. Bloody pissing down. Look, awful. Awful. Build up of water, it's because there's no drains. There's no drainage, because normally you don't need them. It dries out quickly with the sun, but this is the result when you get heavy rain. You get a lot of water on the road, a lot of standing water. Not the British people care, because we've been brought up with it. You know, it rains all the time, doesn't it? Except in August. As soon as you broke up from school, do you remember? You just hoped you get lovely weather and you could play out for 6 weeks or however long you had off. And you didn't get rain and you had to stay in. And that was a real drag. Because we didn't have videos, DVDs, didn't have anything like that. Well, the TV was only on for a couple of hours a day in the morning. Look at it, loads of water. Anyway, I don't mean to make now. See you in a bit. Well, there we go. Look, a few hours later, it stopped raining, and the sun's come out, and the roads are dry. Hence, they don't need drains. But if the rain doesn't stop, then you get more and more surface water, and that's when they get into trouble with these underground car parks and garages and things getting flooded. But look, nice day now, weather's good, sun's out, sky's not quite blue, but you know, ish, and there we go. So it's amazing what a few hours will do, isn't it, really? Quite amazing. That's the shopping done, and on my way home, as you just saw, the roads have dried up nicely, the weather's brightened up, and the car's telling me it's 12 degrees outside, so that's pretty good. It still feels cold compared to what it normally is, but anyway, it's not freezing, you know. So yeah, and that's job done. I'm heading home now. A friend of mine told me this morning to watch a program about a skyscraper. This guy is climbing a skyscraper, and he said it sounds weird just sat there for an hour and a half watching this program and this bloke's climbing a building, and I can never quite understand why, and I suppose it is just a personal challenge really. But it's like I watch this girl or this lady on here who does Everest, stuff on TikTok anyway. I don't know about on YouTube. And it's amazing. I didn't realise how many people died, how many people went every year, how long it took to get there, how much it costs, you know, and how little success there is, if you like. And then you've got to go past dead people when you're going up, you know what I mean? Frozen because they couldn't make it up or down. And I just wonder what's the point? At least up on Snowdon they got a cafe and there's a train to come down again, so I could understand that maybe, but Everest or K2 or whatever, I just don't understand why people feel the need to go up it. I just don't get it at all. So I won't be going there any day soon, I can tell you. But this bloke who climbs this building, I don't know about you, but every time I look at something that's high, like that Sylvester Stallone movie, you know, where he's hanging off the cliff, every time that happens, my bum and everything kind of does this half crown sixpence thing, you know, like ooh, 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 ooh. Even when I'm just watching it on the TV. So there's no way you get me up there dangling off of a rope, because I'd be all over the place. I'm not afraid of heights though. When I go on a building, as long as there's a rail or something, I'm okay with it, you know, no problem at all, because I'm safe. But you take the rail away and take me to the edge, you know, woo, and that's it, my bum goes again. So there's no way I'm going to be doing that soon, but I might hunker down and watch this skyscraper challenge. Apparently I only did it last week, and it's a Netflix thing, so I've got Netflix, so I might watch that just out of interest, just to see, have a fascination. But apparently people are looking at him out the window, taking pictures and all that kind of stuff while he's going up there building. Not for me, definitely not. Anyway, I'm going to get back now and maybe put that on once I put the shopping away. Do you know what that's like? You get in and you start putting it away, and then other people start helping you. Oh, what's this you bought? Oh, what's that you bought? So, do we really need that? Well, if I bought it, I probably do. Or it had an offer on it, and I'm always tempted by an offer. I used to love it in Waitrose or Marks and Spencer's when the yellow stickers came out, and I'd go in there after I got off the train coming back after work, and I could go around and get loads of stuff. So I used to shop daily, really, rather than doing a big shop each week. I used to go and shop daily, and I was always buying everything that was reduced at the end of the day, and I never knew what I was going to have for tea until I got home. So yeah, I've carried on that kind of tradition here. As soon as I see a sticker with reduced on it, I'm like, oh, I'm all over it. But they don't always leave it till the last minute either. It can be 2 or 3 days left on it, you know. So that's even better for me. I think, oh, that's great, that'll do. So anyway, I'll go and put it all away now, and I'll catch up with you soon. Well, here it is. Here's the guy. There's the skyscraper. The crowd was enormous watching it, I guess, wondering if he'll make it or he'll die. Here he is, halfway up, and the actual programme, I've just taken a clip off the telly, is Skyscraper Live. So watch it if you get a chance, but I'll catch up with you soon. Bye for now.